Hi, welcome to this episode of Your Black World News. I'm your host, Roosevelt Mitchell III. A new study published in the Cognitive Science reveals that young children who are exposed to religion have a hard time distinguishing between fact and fiction. Researchers presented 5 and 6 years old children from public and parochial school with 3 different stories: religious, fantasy, and realistic. Of the 66 participants, the study found that the children who went to church or who are enrolled in parochial schools were less able to identify supernatural elements as fictional. The study stated, in both studies, children exposed to religion were less likely to judge the characters in the fantasy stories as pretend. They made more appeals to reality and fewer appeals to impossibility than did secular children. The author also suggested that religious teachings, especially exposure to miracle stories, leads children to a more generic receptivity toward the impossible. That is, a more wide-ranging acceptance that the impossible can happen in defiance of ordinary casual relations. Roughly 83% of Americans report a religious affiliation, and 86% of Americans believe in God. 28% of Americans believe that the Bible is the actual word of God and should be taken literally, while 47% of Americans say that the Bible is an inspired word of God. But what do we make of this study? Is it truly a big deal? Because we are talking about 5 and 6 year old children, and we're talking about a religion that does not make sense in the natural realm, right? When we talk about religion, we talk about the supernatural, right? Like Jesus turning water into wine or Jesus walking on water. Those are supernatural things because they can't be explained. So you talking to 5 and 6 years old about that, and then about their imagination. Does this study impede on 5 and 6 year old imagination? Or is 5 and 6 year old age children too young for religion? I would love to hear what you think about it, so please leave a comment in the section below. And until next time, my friends, be blessed and be encouraged.